This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Welcome back to News 46. Well, it's amazing what kids are learning nowadays. One teacher at J.G. Johnson is making sure his students can tackle the ever-changing world of technology right from the start. He teaches third graders and up advanced technical training right here in Pahrump.
Our presentations were all about Apple, so we had presentations about the culture and the philosophy of Apple, the personalities of the founding fathers, what their roots were, how everything developed, the history of the computers themselves.
And the kids have been working on this for quite a while, right?
Several months, yes.
So how did you guys come up with this?
Well, this is something I had done at the middle school level, and basically our curriculum here is certainly at middle school level, if not beyond. Yeah. The things that we expect our students to know, we expect them to know how to navigate around Google Drive, to make things go back and forth between the cloud, to use flash drives to save their information, to multitask using all the Office products. My hope is that in time that my third graders, because they're going to have me for 3 years, that I'll develop them to a point where we can do some elementary programming and also some web design is where we're moving towards, yeah.
Is that just here at J.G. Johnson?
That is just here at J.G. Johnson, absolutely.
So everybody's going to have to do an inter-district transfer.
I'm not sure what they're going to do with these kids at the next level, but I've already warned them, hey, when you get to the next level, be prepared because you're going to be sitting next to people who don't know how to do any of this.
Yeah. This is kind of groundbreaking, isn't it?
It is, and I know that I was recruited to the county by Mr. Gabrilchek, and he wanted something different. He wanted our kids to be challenged. He wanted a program at this school that was unlike any other, and that fit with my beliefs too. Because if I had to rename my actual class, I would call it life skills. Yeah. Because basically to go further in education, they need to know all this stuff. And even if they're on the outside world, they're operating in hotels or they're operating in businesses, they need to be able to use all the technology at their disposal.
Are you looking to possibly talk to the other schools and see if they can implement this kind of program?
Wow, I haven't even really thought about that, about the global ramifications of it, but I do know that our students are going to be prepared for whatever comes their way at the next level.
So is this a particular class, or is it just the third grade students here at J.G. Johnson?
This would be third, fourth, and fifth. So those 3 upper level classes. And one of the elementary things that I have them do is I want them to be able to type 30 words a minute or better. And I figure if I'm targeting that for third graders, heck, by the time they're 5th grade and whenever we have our type-off competition, I might have kids who are typing 80 or 90 words a minute.
All right, let's find out what's happening across the state.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and here's your news across Nevada. In 2016, 136 people lost their lives in traffic crashes on Nevada's highways. This number not only represents a tragedy in terms of the loss of life, but also in terms of the long-lasting effects that a tragic crash can have on those who are left to grieve. On Friday, February 3rd, the Nevada Highway Patrol Southern Command will host a candlelight vigil ceremony in Las Vegas. This event will honor the 71 victims lost to crashes in Southern Command's jurisdiction and offer support for their family, friends, and involved personnel and guests in a heartfelt ceremony. This event will take place on Friday at the Nevada Highway Patrol Southern Command headquarters located at 4615 West Sunset Road in Las Vegas. Bragging rights, a $5,000 prize, and a free trip to Washington, D.C. will all be on the line this weekend at the Nevada Science Bowl. Dozens of students from 32 high schools will square off this Saturday in Nevada's premier academic competition. More than 150 students have been practicing for months to prepare for the event. The Nevada Science Bowl features a fast-paced format where students buzz in and answer tough questions covering biology, chemistry, physics, mathematics, astronomy, and more. The top 12 teams will receive cash prizes for their school's math and science department. The champions will receive $5,000 and will continue on to the U.S. Department of Energy's National Science Bowl in Washington, D.C. in April. Pahrump Valley High School students will be participating. The federal grazing fee for 2017 will be $1.87 per animal unit month for public lands administered by the Bureau of Land Management and $1.87 per head month for lands managed by the U.S. Forest Service. The 2016 public land grazing fee was $2.11. The animal unit month or head month treated as equivalent measures for fee purposes is the use of public lands by one cow and her calf, one horse, or 5 sheep or goats for a month. The newly calculated grazing fee determined by the congressional formula and effective on March 1st applies to nearly 18,000 grazing permits and leases administered by the BLM and nearly 6,500 permits administered by the Forest Service. The formula used for calculating the grazing fee, which was established by Congress in the 1978 Public Rangelands Improvement Act, has continued under a presidential executive order issued in 1986. Under that order, the grazing fee cannot fall below $1.35 per animal unit month, and any increase or decrease cannot exceed 25% of the previous year's level. Clark County's first government surplus auction of 2017 will be held at 8 a.m. on Saturday, February 25th at 4320 Stephanie Street off Flamingo Road near Dog Fanciers Park. The auctions, held 3 times a year, feature items used or acquired by area police and government agencies, including cars, trucks, computers, office equipment, electronics, and other lost and found items from McCarran International Airport. For more information, you can go to TNT's website at tntauctions.com. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thanks, Deanna. We'll have your Business First brief and a lot more news when we return.